right, well, welcome to this next episode of Your Music, Your Story. Today we've got Marco from Ghetto On Phyre. How's it going?
Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
Good. So, first of all, we'll just get started. Tell us about Ghetto On Phyre. It seems like you guys have been around for a while.
Yeah, quite a while, actually. Well, fuck, I guess I would have to start from the beginning.
Uh-oh. Stories.
Yeah. So back in the day, well, first of all, I come from a musical family. Like my grandfather and dad, they were musicians and they had their own little group, and that's kind of how I got into music. They didn't teach me
They let
things
you on your
right.
own.
Yeah, so I had to do everything by ear and stuff like that. You know, my dad, he didn't claim to be a singer, but he was really good at imitating people.
Okay.
Like, it was weird. Like, he could throw his voice around. Oh, look, this guy sings like this. And he would do it almost like exactly
Like professionally.
yeah, like, wow. So, you know, he taught me without teaching me. I don't know if that makes sense.
Like he was definitely an example for you.
Yeah, for sure he was.
Like, this is awesome.
And my other buddy, my friend Johnny DeZib, his family was the same way. Very musical family. And you know, and then later in high school, me and Johnny met through mutual friends. And they had a band already, kind of like punk rock, hardcore, kind of like a heavier sound. And I was just there hanging out, you know. I was just, you know, just hanging out. And I was learning how to play guitar myself, but I wasn't really good. I'm still not very good. But
You're pretty good, though.
But oh, thank you. But yeah, so I was just there hanging out, and then one day they were like, "Hey, we heard you write songs," and I was like, "What? How'd you hear that?" But yeah, so I showed them some of my songs, and they liked them enough to, "Hey, you want to come join and we'll start something?" Oh, okay. So we started a little band called Stokely, and back then we were like a punk rock outfit. There was ska here and there. We were really influenced by like Rancid, Operation Ivy, you know,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
so we had that punky feeling, even though we'll be doing like ska, but still kind of grungy in a way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we started with that band, and we were pretty active from like 99 to like 2007 or so.
Okay.
And throughout the years, we kind of like transformed a little bit. You know, we got bored of what we were playing.
Oh, like that style or that same type?
Yeah,
music?
so we started like dropping to D.
Uh-oh. Someone's getting angry.
Yeah. Yeah, we started like doing breakdowns and screaming, and we just went along that whole emo-esque sound with the like post-hardcore,
Okay.
the screaming, and then the singing in clean choruses. You know, like,
Yeah.
it was the style at the time.
There's nothing wrong with that. We've
Yeah,
all done it.
It was a lot of fun. But we were able to get signed twice doing that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we went on.
Who were you with?
We were on, I think they were called Line 1 Records out of, I think they were from Oregon, I believe. Some town in Oregon. But we were the only band on their label.
Like you were the oddball route, or you were the literal only one?
We were the only band on their label. Like, this guy was literally starting and took out a loan. He treated us really nice. Like, he helped us fix our van, but we never made any money, though, you know? I mean, you never make any money, period, but, like, you know.
Might have to Google this, see if they're even still around.
That would be cool.
Was it line 1?
Line 1, yeah.
That's kind of cool, though. What all did they do for you? Or they you said
pretty
your
much
band.
booked our shows. They booked our shows, and once we got to his house, because we played a couple of shows on the way to his house, and he housed us for a little bit, and here's some money. Here I got, he paid for our recording. I remember that one time, and we did like a 10-song album, you could call it. And, you know, he paid for all of it, the pressing, he bought us some equipment here and there, nothing too fancy, but, you know, anything helped really.
Well, there's an Instagram and a Facebook, but there's no website.
This was back in MySpace days.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time
It was
ago.
during MySpace, yeah. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and but we would get back empty-handed, and well, so this is it, huh? Like
That
this
kinda
is
sucks.
it. Like we didn't see really. It just seems I keep hearing that you don't make money out of metal like at all.
I mean, I
I
can
don't know
see
if
that.
I don't know if it's true, but like I have buddies that there's no money in metal ever. You got to sell tickets still. Like what?
That sucks. That's the way
Yeah.
a lot of places seem to be.
Yeah.
That just sucks.
Yes.
When you did your tours, like, did he book them going up to wherever he's at in Oregon?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing? Just
Yeah,
go-
we went. The farthest we went was Seattle. Went Seattle and then went back this way. It was like a whole like West Coast tour.
Okay. Was the lease cool?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Other than you're
And-
broke when you're done?
Yeah, but we were broke. We didn't make anything. And I guess after a while, our drummer started like, I want to get heavier. I want to be hardcore.
We need 10 strings.
Yeah, and we kind of just went like our separate ways after a while. Just like musical differences, just went this way, And the bassist, my buddy Johnny, he's the one that kind of stuck around with me. And around that time, my dad's house burned down.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's where I had all my equipment, like all my guitars, my half stack, we had our PA there.
Oh, that's got to
I even had instruments that didn't belong to me. You know what I mean? Borrowed pedals and borrowed shit.
that hurts when that happens.
And it burned down, and that was just it for a long time. Like I didn't have an instrument to jam on. I didn't even want to think about music much. Like
Yeah.
I went through I got pretty depressed. I must say it wasn't cool. And around that time was when a buddy, he burned a bunch of music for me, and gave me just like mixes of reggae and ska.
Like Bob Marley, some of the
A
older
bunch
stuff?
of shit.
or
I
newer?
don't even know. I imagine it was a bunch of the Trojan record stuff.
Okay.
And I remember Black Uhuru was in there, a bunch of dub, and I got like really into I got inspired, I guess. And I feel kind of like something clicked in my head. I mean, I've always liked it, but around that sad time was when I really
It really clicked with you.
yeah, big time, hell yeah. And I always thought to myself, like, if I ever start a band again, it's gonna be
Like that?
around these lines, reggae, maybe some ska, some dub, and then later when we were able to work and scrounge up some money, little by little we started buying instruments, and me and Johnny, we bought a couple of acoustics, so we started doing the Tenacious D thing.
How did that go?
It was a lot of fun too, but we were just so full of shit.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Most musicians are.
I mean, yeah, but we're just having fun, I guess. We would play the oddest fucking coffee shops and
Just
just
whoever
anywhere
let
that
you?
would have us, really. I mean, we were practically almost like busking, just with not getting any money though.
So that sucks.
we were literally just jammed like outside my house or his house, out on the street,
Yeah.
and we were just jamming though, practicing according to us. But people would just look at us like, "What the hell's up with these guys?"
These two again.
Yeah.
That's,
And
that's kind of funny.
yeah, it was. And that's around that time. I remember we went to Sam Ash over in the Ontario Mills Mall, and we're just there looking at stuff, and we get to this board where they have a bunch of flyers and drummer needed, blah blah blah, like that.
yeah.
And then we see this flyer for what was it called? Backwoods Steakhouse in Norco.
Okay.
And it said open mic Thursdays, blah blah blah. Come through, Hey, let's go play this.
Like, hell yeah.
All right, let's go. We didn't have nothing better to do, so we went, and that's where we met Robert from the B Sharps.
Like, he was there just to do open mic, or he
No,
had to
he
just
was
be
there. He was there playing with the house band, which was a bunch of geezers, bunch of old guys, and he's like the kid in the band,
Yeah.
busting the cool solos. And I remember his attire was like so cool and like with shorts, but yet wearing a tie at the same time.
True ska.
Yeah,
True ska.
awesome. And he was just busting all over the fucking place and like playing Freebird and like shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
And we just thought he was, man, you're fucking amazing, bro. And we went on, and he took a liking to my singing too. Like, whoa, got a voice on you, dude. And we kind of became friends that night, and we kept going back. Every other Thursday we'd go back, and he'd be there. Like, what's up, dude?
So
and
you would just go up and play your stuff. They'd step down, or would they kind of play behind you or back you up? Did anything? How'd that work?
they did offer, but we were just there doing acoustic thing. So
Okay.
we kind of just did our thing. And but after a while of us, going back, he was like, "Hey, I have a ska band. Are you into ska?" And I was like, "Man, I love ska. We should book some shows together, this and that." And man, that would be great.
You're like, crap. Now I got to get a drummer.
Yeah, and then so eventually we got a drummer. We got a drummer, and then they were like, "Hey, you guys want to play with us at the Vibe in Riverside?" Like, what? Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So then we show up to the show, and our drummer can't make it.
Oh, like your first one?
The first drummer that we had could not make it. And I remember we had my buddy Johnny's brother there. He was doing keyboards at the time. I could play keyboard. I could play the drums on the keyboard. Want to just do that? Well, fuck it. We're
That's
already
all we
here.
got.
We're already here. And then we're setting up. And Josh comes up from the B Sharps. And he's like, "Where's your drummer?" "Oh, he couldn't make it tonight. No drummer." "Oh, it is our drummer. The keyboardist." "Oh, hell no. What are you guys playing?" "Just a bunch of reggae, some covers." I got you guys.
I got your back.
Yeah, so he got up there and drummed the whole set with us without...
Didn't even know anything.
Didn't even know anything. I mean, we did like Bad Fish or like some Sublimes, just to make it easy on him. But we vibed like a motherfucker. Like,
Hell yeah.
and it was really cool. And it's funny because that performance is on CD. I think the sound guy recorded it. So like our very first performance, like with Josh, is on CD. I should put it up. That would be cool.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we met them. And then eventually they just, "Hey, come play some more shows." And then, but we could never have a fucking drummer, like, ever.
So I'd noticed on some of the videos that I'd watched, it seemed like there was always a different one.
The Ghetto On Phyre is like a soccer team at this point. I swear to God. But I've been very fortunate and lucky to know so many talented guys, like...
Yeah.
If Josh can't make it, I could hit up another guy and, "Yeah, I'm down. Let's go."
That's good. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, there's some people that don't like it, but I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
Like that? Like for what though? Who
it's
cares?
funny because like those musicians that didn't like it, they're already in other bands also. But it's like as soon as they started telling me no with stuff, "Oh, sorry, can't make it." "All right, I'll go get someone else." And I would go do that, and they
Get all offended.
yeah, exactly. And it's
who cares?
Come on, exactly. It's just
cares?
It's not a big deal, like.
Some people got egos. I mean, that's the thing. I don't remember who we talked about in another podcast. I will say though, I mean, there's egos in punk. It's not as much, but there is, and in metal. But the worst egos I've ever seen are in blue or jazz.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! Some of the most self-righteous a-holes in the world. God. Those one in the classical side, you're just like, oh, jeez. Some are like they're just cool, but yeah, goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, there's been times that I've been roadie for some of my friends,
Yeah.
We're all family here. Let's go get this bread, like,
Heck yeah.
There's
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hell no.
Good for you, though. So who all's in Ghetto on the Fire now?
Let's see. Well, Josh, he drums for us sometimes, most of the time, or I don't know. And then we have a good friend from Pomona, a neighbor of mine. His name's Alex. He also drums for us. And he drums in a metal band called Throne of Tyranny, which
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're fucking sick.
Okay.
Like, what he does for me is like an eighth of what he does in that band.
You're like a break for him?
Yeah, big time. You could do that shit in your sleep. But yeah, and then we have Mario, which you've met.
Yeah.
Awesome guy, talented dude. Probably the most knowledgeable person in the band. You know what I mean?
So smart. Smart.
So cool. And then we have my buddy Johnny on bass, which I've mentioned. I grew up with him.
So
since
he's
high school.
he's there been the start?
He's been there since the start, but lately not so much. I mean, he is, but you know, once you have kids and stuff, you know, stuff slows down.
I will say though, he does have some good bass lines.
Oh, he's great. He's
Oh, yeah.
talented dude. Really good guitarist too. And then we have also in the roster, Crystal. She's also in the B Sharps.
Okay.
She's been around too.
I think
yeah.
Josh had mentioned that.
Yeah. Also a very talented human being.
So now, do you have multiple horn section? If you have them, you will. If not, like, how does that work?
You know what? Live, I haven't had a horn section in a while. Just because I think with keyboards you could do a lot more.
It's easier.
It just seems easier.
I hear you. I hear you.
And a bigger paycheck for everyone.
Yeah, then you're not a true ska band with 50 million people.
I mean, Operation Ivy was a ska band. They didn't have no horn section. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I guess so. Not a true one.
Not a
With
true
all
one,
10
though.
million people.
Yeah.
Ska. I love ska. This cracked me up. I remember the first one my brother had, it was early 90s, was Skank and Pickle.
Nice.
I love that album. That was just so funny. It is just silly too, but yeah, that was my introduction to ska, was Skank and Pickle.
Beautiful.
So if we go through on some of your songs, and so we'll throw a shout out to Josh in this song when you had the music video in his little tiny shorts and cowboy
that's
boots.
right.
I'm not gonna lie. Like at first, I was like, all right, you know, whatever. I was like, oh, that's Josh.
That was his idea, by the way. He insisted
What?
wearing that getup. Yeah.
He just
He's like, Marco, I'm not going to do the video unless I wear this. Feel free, my friend.
right?
No, that's, I think you're thinking about Mazapan.
Professor Galactico.
Yeah, and the Paranoias out of LA. Awesome band, too.
Una mentira.
So how'd you guys come up with that one? I mean, did you just, hey, let's collab with these guys?
You know, it's funny because that song I wrote like maybe in 3 hours. I had the little riff for a while, but I remember we were working with Dave Irish at the time, going to the studio back and forth, working on our self-titled, and we were only supposed to just drop 9 songs, but then I came up with that real quick. The lyrics just kind of came, you know, like what the.
You're like, I got this. I got this.
And then and it's weird because that never usually happens. Like it takes me forever to write a decent song. I mean, I could write crap like real quick.
We can all do that.
Yeah, but like a decent one, like it could take me months, you know. But that one came so quickly. Hey, check this out, you guys. And Dave was like, oh, that's real good. Yeah, let's throw that in there real quick. And so I recorded the song by myself. And but one night we had a show, I think it was in Riverside at the Concert Lounge, and we opened up for the Paranoias. And we just had like a good ass time that night.
And you're like, yeah.
And we're partying, you know, having a good time. And the idea, hey, we should do a collab. And it was thrown out there in the air. Hey, I just wrote a song the other day. You should sing a verse or two, you know? And I have it written. Just go sing that shit.
So did you already have like the guitar and the drums? Or all
yeah,
that,
everything was done. So it was just like, just sing this part and you sing that part. And oh hell yeah, we're down. You know, everything's done for us. Not much work to be done. You know, it was really easy and spontaneous, and it came out really good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
So when you play shows, do you just sing that part yourself? Like if they're not there, you just
if they're
do the
not
whole
there,
thing?
I just do the whole thing. Yeah.
Have they ever showed up to play shows with you and done it?
Yeah, they have a couple of times. They've been around and they'll sing their parts. Yeah, it's been fun.
That cracks me up. So then I guess we'll just talk about that next one, the Party in Hell.
Oh yeah,
that one made me laugh.
That song
and your little introduction.
Man, I was going through such a bad time around that time, but I just felt like I wrote it about a bunch of stuff, you know? Everything just, like, you know how they say when it rains, it pours?
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of shit going bad, and I don't know. I was having a lot of fun, like, I was listening to a bunch of rap, like, Latin rap, Mexican rappers, and so I was practicing how to flow. How to rap, you know, and so I felt it was a good opportunity to kind of try that out, you know.
Okay.
Had fun with it, yeah.
Well, like I say, I have no idea. I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think that there's like something about de muerta or something.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff.
That's the only. I'm like, oh, I heard that word. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a catchy song. I like it.
It's just crazy because that whole cumbia sound, we didn't start doing it until I went to an audition one time. I wasn't working. I was at home on unemployment and just being a big old lazy. And I saw this thing on TV, audition for a TV show in Spanish. It was like a Spanish America's Got Talent.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went. I was like, oh, fuck it, let's go. See what happens, you know. And I took my acoustic, and they fucking liked me.
You're like, that's what I thought.
And not even, because I'm super camera shy. I don't like showing my face, myself.
Okay.
And, you know.
Yeah, you got to be right in the limelight. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, they interview you, and it's so crazy because the cameras and lights are like, pow. And like, what the? And they even come in like, let me do makeup on you real quick. Take off this shininess. Like, oh, shit. I'm just there like, whoa. Like, everything behind the scenes is so active.
Really? There's just so much
many
going on?
People, yeah, like people with headphones and, yeah, I got it. And people communicating and wardrobe and all that shit. Like, what the hell? It's like American Idol, just Mexican.
Now, did they do that like in L.A.?
That was Burbank.
Okay.
That was out in Burbank. And I went and they gave me the golden ticket and I passed and got through like, I did like maybe 2-3 episodes. And then eventually they were like, hey, we want you to come back. And I was like, yeah, I have a band now. Can I take my band? Send me a link. So thank God I had something recorded to send them. And, you know, and I sent it and they were like, yeah, this sounds cool. Come through. And we went and pow, kind of just like a little mini explosion real quick.
Hell yeah.
And we got so busy after that, I remember. I mean, we didn't make it big or get signed, but we were getting booked for like parties and quinceañeras and weddings and like so many shows. And then eventually a promoter from Riverside booked us and he was like, I'm going to take you guys to LA. Is that cool? Let's go. And after that, just all the LA shows started just coming out everywhere.
Shoot, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was, but I remember we got so burned out after a while.
Were you doing like multiple shows a day or just every day?
Some weekends it was like 3-4 shows a weekend. Ooh. And we thought we were happy because we were making a little bit of cash, but like after a while, you know, the family starts tripping and you need to be home once in a while.
I'm rolling the big life. Yeah. I'm a rock star now.
Playing the backyard shows in Compton. The high life.
I thought this was what rock stars do.
Yeah.
That cracks me up.
It was a lot of fun though. It was learning experience just to be on it.
So now when you guys did this, were you weren't on a label or that Line One? You're just on your own?
Independent as fuck, yeah. We were just signed during that whole
oh, that's right, the
that
hard
emo
metal thing.
phase. Yeah.
Huh. Have you guys thought about trying to do anything with these guys? Like look for a signing or a label or anything?
Nah, I don't. Labels, I don't think they like us very much.
I've heard they're kind of useless nowadays.
Yeah, that too. Like, and not even like I've approached some, and they weren't very welcoming, and I was like, fuck you guys, and you know, like
I don't need you.
Yeah,
I do this on my own.
Yeah, whatever. And I was like, yeah. Plus, right now we're like Josh and everyone like. There's kids now, so
that changes things
big time. It changes things, and like me personally, I love being home.
Yeah,
I love being home. So it's like, if sometimes a show gets canceled or doesn't go through,
you're like, okay,
I'm like, oh, that sucks.
I was so not looking forward to this.
Yeah, but inside I'm like, hell yeah, I could just stay in and sleep.
That's always good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just make an assumption that music, when you like you talk about when you wrote that song, that it's a release for you, just kind of a way to vent emotions, vent your
big
feelings.
Time, yeah. I talk about a lot of shit in that song, about the government, about having a broken heart or just being toxic or a lot of shit. And I guess that's why a lot of people relate to it because all the little things that I touch or mention.
Okay.
Yeah. But the whole cumbia thing, I remember the first time we played a cumbia song and just saw everyone coming out to dance. We're like, wow.
We're like, we're a dance band now.
We're playing the wrong genre. We should be playing this a long time ago, like. So, yeah, the whole cumbia sound has been, it's been working out. It's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and then you could just throw reggae in there real quick, reggaeton if you want, like.
And they don't care either, do they?
They do not care.
They're just, hey, you got your rhythm going.
Yeah.
Just keep that rhythm, huh?
Just the hips do the rest,
So another one I've got is You Got Me.
about you night and day. You got me, I've never ever felt this way. You got me, with every single word you say. You got me, when you look at me that way. I wake up in the morning and dream of you. On my way to be a slave, I think of you. While working for the man I to you. When I smoke you past the time, I sing to you. And when I listen to Sublime, reminds me of you. Behind every sigh, I'm missing you. And before I close my eyes, I pray for you. Because you got me, I think about you night and day. You got me, I've never ever felt this way. No, you got me, with every single word you say. You got me, when you look at me that way, girl. Despierto en la mañana y sueño de ti. Cuando fumo marihuana canto de ti. Cuando no puedo más brindo por ti. Porque este corazón palpitea por ti. Porque me tienes, todo el día pienso en ti. Me tienes, sin ti no puedo vivir. No, y tienes tu hechizo sobre mí. Me tienes cuando me amas así, nena, yeah. Oh, baby, you don't even know. Ooh, yeah. You pass the time, I sing to you. Cause when I listen to Sublime, reminds me of you. Behind every sigh, I'm missing you. And before I close my eyes, oh how I pray for you. Because you got me, I think about you night and day. You got me, I've never ever felt this way. No, you got me, with every single word you say. You got me, when you look at me that way, girl, yeah. Ooh, baby, you don't even know. Ooh, yeah. Sonidero, sonidero.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Is that a newer one?
You're like, that one's in English.
Yeah, I know those words, kind of.
That one was written around the same time as Party in Hell. It's in the same EP.
So was that the one you did at, I was going to say Mike Irish, Dave Irish?
No, we didn't record it with Irish until later.
Okay.
Because that CD that those songs are from, man, I remember some of those were recorded like in 2010. And I remember that time we went into the studio not knowing, what are we going to do? I don't know. We'll figure it out once we get there.
We got this.
And it was just me, Josh, and Johnny. And that was it.
Oh, wow.
Let's fuck around. All right, we'll see. And I remember we did a cover of Radiohead's Creep.
Okay, so I heard that one. So
Yeah.
that's on the same one as this one.
And that was like literally our first recording ever. We weren't even going to release it, but after a while of those songs just sitting there, like, what am I doing? Just release them real quick, you know?
Just put them out there.
It wouldn't hurt. So we did that 3 times. we were going to this little studio called Love Juice.
Where's
Labs,
that at?
Riverside.
Okay.
And they were the ones that back in the day they did all of the drive-through records bands.
Really?
I believe they did Rufio and I forgot who else. That whole little clique.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh, we want to go there, you know. So we
Hells yeah.
so we kept going there, and you know, also a very good learning experience there with Mr. Dave Swanson.
Why does that sound familiar? I don't know. Could be because of the
Very
TV
talented,
show,
maybe.
but something else about that name sounds familiar.
Very good musician too. He could shred. But so yeah, we went back there and recorded like 2-3 times like that, and eventually we just took all those recordings and mushed them all together into one big CD.
Oh, so a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, and we released like an 18-song album thing
Oh, that's a big one.
that we called the mixtape, the GOP mixtape, and that was like literally our first release. And
When was that?
That was, I released it in 2013.
Okay.
So even
Yes.
like 3 years after they were recorded, kind of. So like I had them put away for a while, and then 2013, I dropped them on everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. So is that so? On another one, we'll put in, and I'm not going to get the name right, but it was
Give it a try, Jeff.
Venganza. Venganza.
Oh, Venganza.
Oh, I was in the ballpark.
Venganza. Oh, that's an interesting choice.
There's no use in hiding anymore, 'cause I already saw the truth. You fed me lies and you made me feel confused. I bet that made you feel so good. But now you're gonna get what you deserve. Oh, how you made me hurt. When I catch you slipping, I will make a scene, 'cause nothing can repair the damage done to me. fish best served cold. Yours is gonna be frozen. I can't believe that you left me all alone when I needed you the most. I will burn up all your pictures and try to forget your face. I will burn off all the kisses on my body you have placed. I will smoke away my sorrow every single night and day. There isn't enough alcohol to numb away the pain. Oh God, I'm going insane. Oh babe, you're gonna pay, bitch. When I catch you slipping, I will make you see, 'cause nothing can repair the damage done to me. And you better hope that I don't stab you in the back, 'cause I'm gonna do you how you did me. How you did me.
See, so that song, damn, I forgot to mention this. Back in the day, also, my buddy Johnny and I, bassist that I grew up with, we joined that Hatfields Brothers band, the Defunct.
So you're a member of Defunct.
Yeah.
Because I know on there it said it was like Marco and Defunct. And I was like, well, is it Ghetto on Fire? Because, he's in there.
Yeah. So when I joined them, and it was funny because they only wanted me. No, we only need you. But I was like, no, I'm taking Johnny with me. We're a package deal.
He's coming or nothing.
This is how it works. Fine. He could sing backups or something. So
Like do some dancing.
yeah. And so my buddy Johnny went along with me, and we recorded some songs with them. And Venganza was like, hey, I have this song, but I want to see what you could do with the lyrics. And I was like, okay, let me see your version. And it kind of sucked, like a lot.
I'll fix this.
All the way Jay is not a very good singer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay.
I love you, Jay. And so yeah, I wrote some lyrics, and he liked them. And all right, let's re-record it. And I was like, can I name it Venganza? What does that mean? And I was like, oh, it's Spanish for vengeance. Oh, I like it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go. And so
Angry.
so we did it, and but they never really released anything properly. So after the band broke up, I was like, hey, can I take Venganza and drop it? Because it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Go for it. So I kind of just dropped it, threw it in the mixtape.
Okay, so they did that when you just kind of sung and did some stuff on it?
Yeah, I played guitar in it and sung. Yeah.
Huh.
Wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's cool. I like
wanna-
it too.
Just going, I mean, you had some of those, this totally reminded me of like the Spanish ballad. I mean, they
Yeah.
were definitely like slower, a lot more, I don't even know what the word is.
And those guys, I remember those guys, that horn section being fucking solid. I used to have so much fun playing with that band, especially because I was in the back, just rocking
Just going to
out. I didn't
town.
have to worry so much about singing, or I was just jumping around, feeling the vibe. It was so cool.
Yeah, I remember we played with those guys one time, and I don't remember being a whole lot of horns. I remember Jay, and do remember Josh because of his orange drums.
Yeah.
Like that stood out. And then I kind of remember Robert. And I'm like,
Kinda.
that's all I don't like. Was there a whole rest of the band that I didn't even pay attention to?
That's funny.
So I remember seeing a picture. I'm like, that's a ska band.
Yeah, when I got there, Robert wasn't even in the band anymore. I don't think. Yeah, he wasn't in there. So I guess I had maybe a different lineup or
Yeah, I don't.
a lot more guys. Yeah.
I don't know. I've talked about a show. So when I used to play with Dave in the Retcons, so we'd practice out off wherever he lived in Riverside, on La Sierra. So, I'd drive out there every time we'd practice. And then we played at Morgan's a few times, which is right around the corner from Dave's house. And he's like, yeah, the best show ever. And then one day he calls me up. He's like, we got the best show ever for you. I'm like, okay, what's this? And there used to be a little shop just right around the corner from my house down by the Stater Brothers.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, heck yeah, that's the best show ever. And that's where we played with them, with the B Sharps.
Nice.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Sweet.
So another one that I really did enjoy was off your compilation I'm going with the F the Police.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That the whole song is catchy. I mean, it's clean. It's recorded. It sounds good. Again, the bass line is smooth.
Oh yeah, Johnny's a beast.
So was that? Did you write a song specifically for that? It was like for Minneapolis or something like that. I don't remember what the thing was. Or did you have that song?
No, actually, that was recorded a couple years before that.
Okay, so you just had it.
We just had it. We were just angry at the cops. Way before it was a thing.
We were cool before it was cool.
But yeah, growing up in Pomona, the cops has always been
like dicks.
Some motherfuckers. But so Johnny had a badass, bass line for it. I think he's the one that wrote the skeleton for it mostly. And I came along and Marco'd it up a little bit.
Put your style on.
Yeah. And yeah.
So where did you record that? Was that
was
part
with
of that
Dave
group?
Irish over in Pot of Gold recordings in Orange County.
Okay, so was that part of your compilation that you released, or was that a separate one?
Actually, our buddy Esteban from, who does he play for? Matamosca and Catbite. he was putting together a comp, and he's the one that added it to it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had it recorded for our self-titled album. Yeah,
Okay.
that we did with Dave Irish.
Because I really do like that song.
It's a cool
That
song.
song's. I've listened to that a couple times.
The little distortion part.
With your harmonies.
Yeah.
Get some metal in there.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a lot of fun. For like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Then we're back to ska.
Back to ska.
Because sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
So what's next for Ghetto On Phyre? What are you guys doing?
Well, always working on music. My computer is just full of demos and all types of stuff.
So when you do your just whatever demos, do you just have guitar parts or you just got sampled drums? How do you do things
Yeah,
like that?
I have sampled drums. I use Logic. I suck at it, but I've been able to track some stuff and make some little demo songs with fake drums, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, I'll play bass on it. Some if I do my when I write my horn section parts, horn lines, I do it with a keyboard. You know, little MIDI controller.
Easier. So much easier.
Hell yeah. Sometimes sounds cleaner. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
Throwing it out there, horn players.
Yeah, but yeah, that's usually how I write my demos. And hey, check this out, you guys. What do you think? And
So you just have a whole stash of them, just anything that
yeah,
comes to
I
mind?
do have a little stash. I didn't think I did until the other day. I opened up my computer and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know I had all this. You know. And
You have a
so
plethora?
so there's a bunch of music coming. Bunch of reggae, ska. I've been messing around a lot with punk rock, like pop punk.
Okay.
Maybe because just Blink is back.
Maybe. Well,
Yeah.
so I saw on YouTube you had a couple of Green Day covers.
Yeah, that too. Man, I love Green Day.
Yeah, because those brought back the memories. I remember back when Dookie came out, and yeah, we played that Basket Case so much. We played Burnout,
Yeah.
and I just saw it was like the memories.
We have some songs that are kind of like that. Dad Bod, it's pretty pop punkish.
I saw that one, but I don't know if I ever actually listened to that
It's a
one.
pretty cool song.
We'll find it and
We
put
call
that one in there.
we call it dad rock.
And are you making fun of dad bods?
Yeah. Even though I have a major dad bod.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Hell yeah.
Dang COVID. I was getting there before then anyway.
I had it before that, yeah.
But we'll blame it on COVID.
Yeah, and then we have The World Is Dying is pretty punky itself. Very Green Day. That one's Green Day the fuck out. I made sure of it. I'm gonna copy Billy Joel right here.
Hell yeah.
Light the match, spark the flame. Tell me how you leaving drove me insane. Fucking regrets, got more than a few. Not a day goes by that I don't think of you. Drink another beer and lesson learned. Build another bridge and watch it burn. We all have cried a bit. That's life, get over it. Cause no one gives a shit. The world is dying. Light the match, spark the flame. Tell me how you leaving drove me insane. Fucking regrets, got more than a few. Not a day goes by that I don't think of you. Drink another beer and lesson learned. Build another bridge and watch it burn. We all have cried a bit. That's life, get over it. Cause no one gives a shit. The world is dying. The world is dying. The fucking world is dying. The world is dying. The fucking world is dead. Dead. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring that I try to make sure that we're having fun all the damn time.
Yeah.
Because there's been times, a couple of shows we had recently, some of the members couldn't make it, so Mario had to play bass. So we literally played some shows as a 3-piece, and we're like, "Fuck, what do we do now? Like, hey, let's play some punk." Fuck,
Well, he's good enough. He can get it.
Mario's great, and yeah, it's been a blast. It feels like a refresher in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it gets exciting again too because like we're playing songs that we weren't playing usually. You know what I mean?
Change it. So it's changed it up.
Yeah, and it's been cool. It's been a
Not only that, and I think a lot of people get into those songs.
Yeah.
Like they just, people know, and it gets a little exciting.
yeah, it's cool. Even our next show next Saturday, the 29th, we'll be in Vegas opening up for Voodoo Glow Skulls, and Mario's playing bass on that one. So it's gonna be fun again.
Are you just doing a 3-piece again?
No, Crystal's coming along.
Okay.
She's gonna be on keyboards and Joshua on drums.
So she'll be your horn section.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So are you just driving up there for that one show and coming back? Or,
Pretty much, yeah.
that's a good drive.
It's like a little it's like a tamale taco festival. They're throwing out a park. And also on the bill will be La Pobresca from LA and Blanco y Negro, also a very excellent band. One of my favorite bands.
So how did you get hooked up with that? I mean, Voodoo's going to go out there. Did someone hit you up?
Well, some months ago we opened up for Voodoo at the Toyota Arena. They had like a little outdoor stage. And we made friends, kind of. You know, Ephraim's an awesome guy. Nice fellow. So, you know, can we open up for you one day again? You know,
This was totally awesome.
yeah, we'll make that happen. I felt like that was what happened, you know. They probably mentioned us to the promoter and, hey, get that one band. That was really
Yeah, those guys were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're totally awesome.
So, yeah.
Huh. Well, that'd be kind of fun. Like, is it an all-day taco?
It looks
thing?
like it, yeah. It's starting at 1 o'clock, I believe, doors open. And it's going to be the whole afternoon.
That sounds good.
Hopefully it's a beautiful day, you know. The
It's going to be
sun will-
Vegas.
Yeah.
It's going to be heating up, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's going to be hot as shit.
You're going to be like, well, this is doo-doo. I thought it was going to be awesome. Do you know where it's going to be at? Like in Vegas?
I should have been prepared.
Nah, no worries. But that's still kind of cool. I mean, I'm going to play at a taco place. Or a taco.
Yeah, it's going to be like an outdoor event, festival thing. It's going to be at the Desert Breeze Park. Food trucks, live music, lucha libre, carnival, alcohol tasting for all you alcoholics out there.
All you drunks that want to show up.
Yeah, can't wait. It's going to be a fun time.
Do you guys do much touring or at least going out?
Not much, to be honest. Like I said, we're family, man. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, you know, we love to play, but sometimes not too much, you know.
You're not okay. We're gonna do a Arizona East Coast. real
Nah,
quick.
not right now. Maybe someday. That would be cool. We've been invited to Japan too. I would love to go out there.
That'd be cool.
That'll take some planning, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know the Maxis did that a couple years ago.
yeah,
That could be fun.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But like I said, one day, you know, we'll get to that point. We've gone to, what was the furthest we went? We went, I think Vegas is it.
You guys are traveling
No,
big.
because we've been to Vegas like several times, but I think that's it. That's the furthest we've been. Fuck it. In San Diego, we've been in San Diego a couple times.
I hate Vegas.
I'm not a big
Stupid
fan
place.
either. I'm not a big fan, but
Yeah.
if I go there to work, then fuck it. You know.
You gonna pay me? Hell yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, and then the Punk Rock Museum just opened, so we'd love to.
Oh, is that
check-
in Vegas?
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Because I was seeing posts by Fat Mike, but I didn't even think it was in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
You guys gonna go to that while
I
you're out
would
there?
like to. Yeah,
That could be cool.
hopefully we could throw that in the plans.
So how long are you gonna be out there if you go?
We're hoping to be there all day. Maybe try to sell some merch.
Well, like you gonna stay there? Maybe stay the night.
Yeah, spend a night for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Leave in the morning.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one. Drive up and drive back.
Yeah, fuck
Ugh.
that. No.
Hell's no.
After a set too, all tired and I don't know.
I need a nap.
I need a nappy nap.
Yeah, because I know I had happened to see the Maxis are starting to play some shows again. So now Josh has got something
yeah.
else. Now you got to have some other stuff.
Yeah.
Another drummer.
Yeah, there's plenty.
You got some.
There's plenty.
It sounds like you got a whole stash of them, or at
well,
least some that'll work with you.
I got three friends that have been really cool. Cause I don't really jam with just anyone, you know. We gotta be friends first.
You got to feel it. You got to feel.
I gotta vibe with you and you know, make sure we're cool. Cause yeah, there's a bunch of musicians that could just, hey, I'll pay you this much and learn this, you know.
Yeah, but that sucks.
But yeah, that does suck. I
Then you're
mean,
just like an employee, a boss, an employee.
yeah. So it's like sometimes I'd rather just not play the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stay home, play video games.
What's your favorite video game?
Oh shit! Right now, I bought yesterday. I bought a PS1,
What?
the small version
How'd you find even that?
with the flip screen, and I'm playing Resident Evil 2.
That is so old.
Yeah, I'm kind of a collector. I collect stuff.
Oh man! So where'd you even find that? Like eBay or something?
I would tell you, but I don't want a bunch of people
secrets.
flocking my secret
Fair
store.
enough. Fair enough.
But it's a video game store that I like to frequent. Awesome place. I'll tell
Okay.
you. I'll tell you the name of it off the air so you could visit.
Yeah. The biggest one now that because I hadn't really never played too much. I mean, I did a little kid, and then Grand Theft Auto in high or college. Kind of like okay, but then my brother or Diablo. We did play Diablo,
Nice.
but then my brother, he's like, this, and his kids were getting older. He's like, dude, we're playing Diablo. You want to play? I'm like, no, dude, I don't care. All right, so I call him up and say, hey, what are you doing? We're playing Diablo. Want to play? I'm like, no. Finally, I'm like, all right, dude, I'll do Diablo. So we started playing Diablo with him and his kids.
Nice.
Then, hey, dude, where are you guys at? You guys aren't online anymore. We're playing WoW now. It's like, you want to come play WoW? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to come play WoW. About a year later, hey, you want to come play WoW? All right, fine.
Fine, let's go.
And then we get on there, like, hey, where are you guys at? We're playing Minecraft. I'm like, son of a... So, you want to play? No. You want to play? No. Damn it, son of a... So I guess I don't have very strong will. So that's why I find myself playing, just wasting time at work.
Yeah.
Just kidding, not at work.
Not at work.
At home.
Oh, you didn't hear that, boss.
All right, they're in Texas. They don't listen, hopefully.
Nice.
So how do you do a lot of gaming?
No, there's no goddamn time. There's no time. It's funny because I buy a lot of games, but I don't ever open them up.
You gotta one day I'll get to you.
And it's funny because I have a buddy that he's always, why are you buying that for, Mick? You're not going to play it. Like, it's not even about playing it. It's about having it there and looking at it.
I've got it. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, but I do, I love my Switch, my Nintendo Switch. I take that thing with me everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I do have a nice selection of games on that.
That's your jam.
Yeah, big time. And it's handheld if you want, just take it anywhere. They even have the Resident Evil games on there somehow. And it's like, what?
Oh, are you playing them on? Could you usually play them on there, like the old ones too?
Not so much the old ones. No, actually, no old ones. It's all the new stuff. Like the remakes of part 2 and 3. And then what else is on there? Part 4 is on there. Part 7. But all those are cloud gaming. So you need to be home
Oh, on the
and on
internet.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
So you can't like download them and go play it. You always have to be
I
connected.
don't think so, no, yeah. You
Oh,
gotta
okay.
be home.
I mean, it's
yeah.
still cool, but
Defeats the purpose, yeah.
yeah, a-holes.
A-holes.
What can you? Hey, at least you can play them.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But then I have a nice collection of stuff. I have a bunch of like Game Boys, all the old stuff. I have a Sega Genesis, a GameCube.
Oh, so yeah, so because I've got like a lot of the old, just the on the computer.
Oh.
Where you're just using that, but you've got some of the old
No,
boxes.
I have the old stuff, yeah. I don't know if I'm a weirdo like that. And then like, you know how a lot of gamers have their stuff displayed?
Yeah.
I can't do that because I have kids. So all my shit's put away, so I can't even display it.
You would
know?
No, I don't have it. No, I don't.
No, I don't have it. It's in there. It's in a box.
It's not even cool.
I know it sucks. One day.
I say one day
when
you're gonna make your little man cave,
There you go.
put all your games and game systems up.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be totally awesome. But
yeah, but music takes a lot of my time, and then working at Fender's a fucking bitch too.
oh, you work out at Fender, huh?
Yeah.
What do you do out there?
I'm in the custom shop right now. I do a bunch of stuff there, but right now I'm one of their what do they call it? A neck dresser. I kind of like make necks relic. I do the relic treatment on them.
Oh, like the varnish or polish or whatever.
Yeah, I polish them. Some of them are like aged, so I make them look old. It's
Do you
a lot
like
of
it?
Fun. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
How long you been doing that?
I've been at Fender since 2010 or so, on and off. I've left a couple times, and then I come back.
I hate this job. All right.
No,
I'll do
it's
it
just
again.
Fender's fucking funny. Sometimes they hire a bunch of people, and then later they'll let them go,
Oh, that sucks.
and then call them back.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Well, I know like when I talk with Jay, that's all right. I think his was COVID though. His was more COVID, but
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let you go. Okay. Do you want to come back? Okay. No. All right. It's just like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I guess COVID. So you say that you're doing that now. Do you do kind of rotate around through? Do you do like other stuff, or is that what you do, have always done?
Right now, no. Back in the day, I was just a polisher, polishing necks and doing like the neck setup. You know, the fretting, the leveling. If there's like touch ups to be made, you do touch ups. Like, not like a master builder where you just build a whole guitar by yourself.
So just neck.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's like a line. It's like a manufacturing line. So it's like one person does one thing, the other pass it over. Yeah. So that's how they work.
So how many necks do you do in a day?
10.
Is that like a set what you have to do, or that's just kind of the flow of what works?
Yeah, that's kind of what they ask for. Yeah. Sometimes I could take a whole hour on a neck, depending how much work I got to do to it.
So do you have like custom orders? Okay, we want X neck.
Yeah, there's custom orders. Sometimes they want a certain type of wear or stain or treatment. Just
like, have you ever seen something where you look at it and you just go, what the hell? What?
Kind of, because there's some necks that they want you not to do anything to them.
So
and you're like, well, why is it coming to me then? You know?
Well, this is stupid. Well, they're just going with a rare or very raw look. Is that what they want?
Kind of. Let me see if I could find a decent. See, like this. See all that wear?
Oh, so they want to make it look like it's been used.
Yeah.
Man, I can do that for them. Oh, that does look cool, though.
There's a certain way of doing it because anyone could just drag shit on the floor or throw rocks at it or whatever, you know? But there's a certain way to do things. Sometimes you burn them even. You know what I mean? Like,
so the wood grain on that one, I mean, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Is that what the wood would look like underneath, like the varnish and the paint?
Let me see if I could find a whole guitar because I have a bunch of shit. But it's been really cool. Sometimes we meet a bunch of rock stars and you're like, what the fuck? Jack White's right here. You know, like.
You're like, oh, snap. Oh,
yeah.
Best behavior. Best behavior.
Yeah. Trying to keep your composure, you know. No fangirling. No fangirling.
So what, do they just come in and say, hey, this is kind of, do they walk through the process? Like if you're a neck, they've already talked with the body people. Here's what I want. Or you guys meet together.
Yeah. There's like, everyone gets a traveler with their body or neck, and there'll be like instructions of what they want, and you kind of just
look cool,
and you just kind of follow that.
That's that wood that looks weird. Oh,
yeah,
that does look awesome.
And
though.
Just because of the grain of that wood, it's like the price just goes rockets.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Fucking bass.
So do you do guitars and basses?
Yeah.
So any kind of a neck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And it's been a lot of fun, especially because like there's so much to learn. You know, being a guitarist, a musician, and I've taken apart my own stuff and worked on it and I know how to work on guitars. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't know how to do this yet.
Correction.
You know? Yeah, so it's like, whoa, shit. I don't know shit. You know, I have a lot to learn, so that's been really exciting. Just like, oh shit, I got a lot to learn.
So would you want to stay there in doing necks, or we say, okay, now maybe I'll do a body?
I would love to learn everything. I would like to be a master builder one day, but we'll see, you know.
Is that something that I was assuming you work toward, or you just add a certain amount of time?
It's what I'm working towards, but man, the way I've seen it, like there's so many people like outside of Fender that apply to be a master builder, you know, already people that come from Gibson or there's so many little guitar companies popping up nowadays.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like Sir out in the Elsinore, or, you know, there's so many.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much in the guitar world. I don't know much about that, but like drums.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, so many different cymbal ones. Every day Facebook, I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah,
like, oh, here's my custom drums. Some look cool, but I
even had an old friend, a mentor, passed away during COVID, but he used to be a really good buffer, and he was there like for like 30 years, and I think he had a position in Jackson, doing all the custom Jackson work, polishing and all this. And sometimes he would be, hey, what are you doing Saturday? You want to help me out a little bit? Like, what you got? Oh, got some extra work. They want me to buff some drums. I was like, what? You buff drums too? So he's over there polishing fucking drums on the buffing wheel. I'm like, what the hell? that's kind of crazy. You
Yeah.
know, like, I didn't know you could do all that. It's a trip.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Al, thank you. Thanks for joining me.
thank you so much
what
for
all
having me, Jeff.
shows do you have coming up? So now you got the one in Vegas next week.
Yeah, just the Vegas one for now. This month we had, I think, 3 shows this month. So Marco's tired.
Marco needs. Oh, one more question, because Josh posted a video. I think it was in Pomona. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
It was like an outdoor pavilion or party or something. Street.
Yeah,
party
that
or
was
something?
the 909 Market. Our friends from the 909 Market invited us that night, and they shut down the whole downtown Pomona area, kind of like in front of the Glass House. That's what that was. There's like a big old mural, and people come and set up their pop-ups and sell food, and
That's because it looked like it was just a fun family event.
yeah, it was super cool. Had a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Huh.
That came out of nowhere too. Like, hey, you guys want to come play? Like, what the? Yeah, let's go.
Sign me up. Maybe if they'll do they do that every year?
I think they do that every second Saturday.
Oh,
of
so
the
they
month.
do it a lot.
Every month. Yeah, they do that.
That could be fun.
The 909 Market. Yeah, check them out.
Totally awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming. Good luck driving back. Hopefully the traffic's not terrible.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Thank you, Jeff, for having me.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Seguiré bailando con la muerte. Moriré con tu sonrisa en la mente. Seguiré de parranda con el diablo. Me quemaré por hacerte tanto daño. Everyone's invited, so don't be misguided, no. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Baby, I'll wait for you there. There's a party in hell, and everyone's invited, so don't be misguided, no. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Rude reggae sound coming from the P-Town. Smoking some semilla, the tank is around. We be rolling deep cause it's about to go down. Feel this vibration shaking the ground. Shaking the ground. Shaking the ground. Ooh, yeah. Con la muerte, moriré con tu sonrisa en la mente. Seguiré de parranda con el diablo. Me quemaré por hacerte tanto daño. La mente y delante la gente disfrutas la verde. Esta cumbia caliente te enferma la mente y delante la gente disfrutas la verde. Y nadie te comprende, y nadie te comprende. Este mundo perdido está lleno de pecado y de pensamiento malo. ¿Cuándo iremos a aprender? ¿Cuándo irás a aprender? Mi pecadora, que bien fácil se enamora, siempre lloras porque te ha ignorado el amor y ahora te acompaña el dolor. En el infierno, donde me la paso pedo, ahí te espero, porque pa' allá derechito te irás por todas tus mentiras y mal. Cause there's a party in hell and everyone's invited, so don't be misguided, no. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Baby, I'll wait for you there. There's a party in hell and everyone's invited, so don't be misguided, no. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Baby, I'll wait for you there. Sin, sin,